Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is episode 56 of my podcast, Brain Dribble, where, that's the intro. When people talk about planned, what is it called? Planned obsolescence. It's the government saying that your phone is not going to be good anymore. I'm still rocking with the iPhone 6, okay? And it's getting to the point where notes takes a little while to load because I just have so many notes. Okay, so unless your notepad app starts getting slow, you don't have any right to complain. In fact, you should be getting a worse phone on purpose so that you don't have to use your phone as often. Like my battery life, like how it starts off at 100% and it just gets worse over time. Let's see what I'm at right now. Let's just check it out. Let's see how bad my battery is, because last time I checked it, it was 70% of what it's able to do. It literally tells me there's a message on my phone now that says you should get your battery fixed, because that's how bad it is. So until your phone and so my phone does this thing where it fake charges, and by that I mean it charges and I plug it in and like 5 minutes later it says is at like 50%. Then I unplug it, drops right back down to 20 in like 2 seconds. So it's just got this fake charge that it's 70% of whatever the battery of a iPhone 6 used to be. Like I use my phone like 3 hours a day. That's my average screen time. And it dies in the first hour. So I guess really what I'm saying is planned obsolescence is only a thing if you let it. You should use it to your advantage. There's a yin to yang in every scenario. If you're saying, oh, they just purposely make the software harder for the fucking phone to run, it's like, yeah, that's natural. They of course they would. They want to improve it, but at the same time, if you update, then it's gonna take a little more power out of your life of the battery. So what you got to do then is be like, okay, so I have a limited amount of time I can spend on my phone. I'll just use my phone less. How about you just use it less? No. That's not an option. To use it less, what? No. You got to get a new phone so that you can use it more. Yeah. How much are phones, dude? They're like at least $1,000 now. You know what you could buy with $1,000? This brand new camera that I'm filming this on. I spent a big hefty old penny on this camera, and I am happy about it. It filled a void that I was missing. I was like, I want to film shit, but at this point, my camera is literally holding me back. It was like when I just take videos and then I edit them, I'm like, nothing is in focus. Not even like there's a little bit of nothing's in focus. So I just got a new camera and here we are. And the autofocus is beautiful. The autofocus is fucking beautiful. Don't you understand? The autofocus, look at, oh, wow. You ever cough so hard that it blows you back in your seat? Because that's what I just did. So yeah, if your phone's bad, then just, I don't want to hear anybody complaining that their phone is bad if the Notes app doesn't stall out because you have too many words written in it. I don't want to hear shit, okay? I use this more than any other app on my phone. I just write shit down. And I write shit down so often that I forget that people don't do that. Like, Like whenever I have a guest, this is why having a guest is so weird. I'm like, okay, just pull up your notes and let's talk about your notes. It's like, wait, people don't do that. People don't just have notes of their thoughts like I do. And then I have to sit there and be like, whoa, oh, right, I'm this way. And that's not everybody. You know, you spend enough time alone with yourself and you start to forget that anyone else could be a different way. You know? I mean, that's probably a problem. But, you know, we're just going to keep living with it because it's worked to this far. It's worked so far. So I think podcasts are. I'm gonna get a little shorter. I'm gonna lose cut off a few inches of my body. I don't need to be talking for an hour every week. It's a lot to hold up my standards because I just skip like 2 or 3 weeks every time, and then I talk for an hour, and I'm like, oh my god, no. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. What's going on? I was on a hike, you know, just nice hike, doing exercise, getting those calories gone, and I was just fucking ripping through those calories. I said I have drank so much sugar in the past week that I gotta get some of these calories to. What happens when a calorie burns off? Do you let off like toxic waste into the air when you breathe? Like, you literally breathe out the calories, and then what? It goes into the air. You don't think that everybody breathing all the time is bad for the environment? People say, oh, it's the cows. Oh, it's the natural, it's the gas. It's the power of the car. No, it's you outside breathing. If you're if you're breathing, you're killing the earth. So I was on this hike, just ripping through those calories, just burning them. I set myself on fire to you want to burn calories? Oh, you want to people act like burning calories is how you're going to lose weight. Okay, but have you ever really burnt a calorie? I want to see you commit. You know, oh, we're going to burn calories. Set yourself on fire. And if you don't do that, then I have no sympathy for you being overweight, you know? If you really want to get that, if you just want to tear through those calories, then light yourself on fire, because lighting yourself on fire is a good way to lose weight. If you don't lose weight from the fire itself burning your fat off, if you took someone who's really fat and lit them on fire, would it take a while for it to hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like if you burn fat and it turns into like oil, can you cook with it? Can I cook with human lard? If I take all the fat from someone who's fat and I burn it, that'll be cool. So yeah, commit. I don't think you're not really burning calories unless you're lighting yourself on fire, buddy. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's you gotta be in a caloric deficit. You know, you gotta burn off more than you take in, bro. I've been eating like 1,000 calories a day for like 2 months and I gain weight still. So it doesn't really work, but that's probably a lie. I probably eat more than that. It's all the sugar. It's really the sugar. Just cut out sugar and then you'll be better. If you cut out sugar, then you won't have to light yourself on fire. But if you don't, then boy, turn that fucking stomach into molasses, okay? Caramelize my stomach, please. I bet if you lit my stomach on fire, it would turn into a nice brown consistency. And then you can put that on your food and eat it. You know, if you take somebody who eats a lot of sugar, they just have sugar pumping through their veins, and you light them on fire. Why am I just talking about lighting people on fire? If you burn sugar, it turns into caramel, right? Well, you don't have to burn it, but if you heat it up, sugar becomes caramel, or sugar becomes caramelized, and it is sweet and thick and sticky. And all I'm saying is that if I drank a sweet drink and then you threw a match inside me, I bet I'd be pretty sweet. That's all I'm saying. That's really all it is. You know, if you put fire, if this fire burns always, it's just constantly raging within. My stomach is screaming for me to stop filling it with so much sugar because I feel bloated, and I wonder why I feel bloated. And this is the same problem that I've been having for months now. And I know oftentimes, a lot of times, you know the answer, you know? All you have to do is, like, I've been journaling and I write about the shit that bothers me, and I'm like, oh yeah. The answer is usually super, super fucking obvious, you know? And it's always right there, and you have the answer. You just gotta find your way. You just gotta cut through the bullshit in order to get to it. And that is often how I describe my thoughts, is just a shot. It's just like in Pokemon, before you have Flash, all you can see is you. I'm like that, but I can see just a random square in the distance, and I have to figure out how to get to it. That's what my thoughts is, just like idea over there. I have to conjure the language to reach that idea. And that is, why was I talking about that? Oh yeah, sometimes you just gotta rant and then you'll find the answer, because you know the answer, but you don't really know the right words to put it into words. So anyway, I was on this hike, just ripping through those calories. I got to the top of a fucking mountain and I said, I'm up here. And I overheard a conversation, and these people were taking photos, and someone was like being nice. They thought it would be a good idea to just be nice for a change, because usually they're an asshole. They said, oh, usually I hit people with cars, multiple cars. Usually I hit people with my car and keep driving. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to offer these people to take their photo. You know, boy and a girl, probably together, right? You know, they're together on a hike. They must be together. Hey, everybody who goes, stop going on hikes as a date, okay? It makes me feel bad, okay? I just get a little jealous, all right? I wish I had what you have. I wish I could feel deeply. I wish I could just have a hand to hold. I mean, I got my own hand. But you look around, you'd be walking around like crazy looking, just walking around holding your own hand. It doesn't work the same. You know, you can't stroll. If you try to, like, you know, swing your arm back and forth, you're just gonna hit your nuts, okay? I don't have a hand to hold. And people who go on hikes with their lover, I just want to say to them, hey, get a fucking room. This is the outside. Oh, you know the phrase, get a room? Yeah, that means that when you're together, you should be inside. And I'm just jealous, but not really. Well, yeah, I am. But anyway, so they're together, and this asshole usually is an asshole and today is just feeling cooler, feeling like, oh, let me grace these fucking peasants with my luxury brand offering. They fucking asked to take they said, do you want me to take a picture of you? And they said, no, not yet. So they weren't together yet, but they were on a hike as one of their first dates. There were a ton of people at this place. So yeah, that's fine. But usually, especially after Brian Laundrie and all that shit, you're gonna go on a hike in the first date or something, I don't know. I don't know how many, if I was a girl, I don't know how many dates it would take for me to trust somebody to not kill me in the wilderness. Even when there's people around. This is a very busy hike, And fucking, by the way, stop going on hikes, okay? Stop going on hikes because there's too many of you, okay? Everybody's like, oh, yay, COVID's over. We can go outside. We can go out. That was the activity. Everybody's going and traveling the fucking universe because they can. And I say to that, I'd say no to that because it takes away parking from me and nice tranquil time in the outside. It takes it away from me. Okay, stop going on hikes because if you're either dating someone and you're just like, oh, look at me, I'm on a hike with my lover. And that's annoying. I hate that. And then there's also the fact that there's just too many people. You try to go on a hike on a Sunday, forget it. Forget it. You try to go on a hike on a Sunday and it's just madness. I mean, cars for miles. The parking lot isn't even a mile long, but there's cars for miles. They just literally people park on the side of the road. It sounded like a joke, but it's not. It was an exaggeration that is real. Okay, you can't find parking. I had to park outside of this fucking thing and walk like 2 miles to even get to the start of the hike. So yeah, kind of annoying. Stop going to them so I can. Because you're just in my way. All right. So the whole note was that they offered to take a picture and they said, no, not yet. So at least that made me a little happy. I'm just like, oh, they're not together, it's kind of like, ooh, this string may be cut, you don't know. Maybe it won't work out. Maybe they actually hate each other and they're like, well, we'll see about the picture. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of depressing. They have such little hope in their relationship forming into anything important that they just say, no, we don't even want the picture, say like 7 years down the line and they get married or whatever the fuck, they're going to look back and be like, remember when we went on that hike and then someone asked us to take a picture and we said, no, I don't think we'll be needing that. Yeah. Well, big boof, you shoulda, because now you look stupid at your wedding. Being like, remember our first date? We don't even have a picture. Someone wanted to take our picture and we don't even have it. So for that reason, I'm never going to offer to take anybody's picture ever because they might not even want it. They might have been disturbed that someone offered. Oh, you are assuming? How dare in 2021, how dare you assume that we're together? Just because we're on this walk, taking pictures of each other, laughing, flirting, holding hands, making out, fucking. Okay, just because we're doing all that doesn't mean we're together. Doesn't mean we want a picture, all right? Just because we're sitting there making love in front of everyone, just because we're moaning so loud, just trying to get all nature to hear us, doesn't mean we want a picture, okay? Just because we have matching tattoos and a ring, okay, doesn't mean we want some pixels to, I don't know, what? What do pixels do, huh? Is it, oh, here's some pixels that are shaped like us. Wow. I could draw it. I could picture it. I could picture them right now posing for the picture. What does a picture serve? Oh, so you could put it on your Instagram. Why? So we can lie in front of everyone and say that we're happy? We're not. We didn't even want the picture, but they forced it on us. I don't think so. I don't think you want that. Neither do I. So if you're on a hike, if you're on a hike, light yourself on fire first of all, because you want to turn that stomach into some sweet molasses. Don't accept pictures from people because you don't know where their phone has been. You don't know what they're gonna do when they send it. Oh, let me get your number so I can send it to you. Or God forbid you give them your phone, right? You're not gonna give them your phone, so they'll take it on their phone, and then not only will they have a picture of you, in order to get it to you, you gotta give them your number. So you're just willy-nilly giving out all your information just to get some pixels in the shape of me and you. No. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. So think twice before you accept an offer from a stranger, because strangers are dangerous. You know, they didn't say stranger danger for nothing. They're pretty scary. I walk outside and scream. Anytime I walk past a person, I get anxiety. I think, oh God, I better look normal as I'm walking past this stranger that I'll never see again. Why does that happen? I don't know. But it just does. Because some people are plagued with a stupid brain. And that's me. Hi, I'm Tyler, got a stupid brain, okay? That's all it is. So didn't think twice before you accept an offer from a stranger. It's like, do we really need these pixels? And do we really need them yet? What's the rush? What's the rush? We have all day we have all of our lives to figure out if it turns out we hate each other. And what is that? What is that? You get married and then one day you get divorced, and that's more memories that you will know. You know how many memories you would have forgotten if you didn't have a picture of it? Okay? Lots of them. You don't remember shit. I think I have a theory, okay? I have a theory that Snapchat memories keep you in the same cycle, right? Just see it. Oh, this is where I was a year ago, still in the same place. Great. Now, not only am I in the same place, I know that I'm in the same place. So just like, don't ever. I want to use social media even less because I see these things. I'm God. I see patterns. I see numbers, like that fucking gif of that woman seeing all the equations. I look around outside, I see numbers. I see statistics. I see I don't know. I see a bunch of problems waiting to be solved. You know, what do I gotta do next? What the fuck have I been talking about today? Holy shit. So yeah, man, you better think twice. You better think twice before you let a stranger capture your essence. And then what are they going to do? Reverse Google image search your face? And then they have your face. And then they know who you are. And then they can find out where you live. The metadata inside of the thing says where they came from, where they're going. Cotton Eye Joe. Wow. That was one note. See, these are tangents that are important, okay? You need to think about what would happen if someone took your picture. They might do all kinds of fucked up shit to it. They could sit there and diddle themselves to it. You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know what people's intentions are when they say, oh, let me take your picture. No, buddy, not so fast. Not yet. They weren't saying not yet because of they didn't know each other well enough. They're saying not yet because they didn't know the stranger well enough to be like, not you. Not yet. No. You want to take our picture? I don't know. Not yet. So don't take people's pictures until you know them. Even if they ask you to, even if they beg you, please take our picture. Why? Why do I have to take your picture? I have to? I don't want your picture. And then I'll be stuck with it. I'll be stuck with your picture. Here, take our picture. I don't want it. Can I give you your picture back? As if it's a physical thing that you're handing me. It says, take our picture, take our... Stupid. It's a pun. I made a pun. I made a word. Playing with words is what I'm doing. Let's get on a fucking different topic. You ever wake up in the morning and you just have a bunch of spit built up? You ever think about how when you're sleeping you can't drink water and you can't pee, so you're just like idle, you're just dead basically, but you still have thoughts and dreams, just like when you're awake, you have dreams. Do you dream? I dream a dream of dreams, and I don't know what they are, but they certainly are. I think about things all day long. You got to know what they are. This is the point of this podcast is, I don't know how many times I got to explain it, but I'm just saying whatever's on my mind. I read a note and sometimes I don't even remember what the note was. What was I even just supposed to be talking about right now? I don't know. Waking up in the morning, spitty, all spitty. Waking up and just, you got mucus falling out of you. You go to the sink and you just hock a loogie. That's a good, hock a loogie is a really good phrase. It just, not even for like what it means, just the way it sounds. I gotta go hock a loogie. It sounds exactly like what it is. It's hock, You just gotta fucking, I got a booger inside of me waiting to come out of my throat. Yeah. And then when it does, it feels good. Feels good, don't it? Yeah, you let that booger out of you. You scrape it out with a knife. Gag on the knife a little bit. Yeah, you wake up in the morning and you just got a bunch of skuck, And getting that out's real fun. Sometimes you almost want to puke. That's good when you wake up and your spit is so gross that you want to puke. That's a fun one. I like that one a lot. And then you go to the bathroom and you're like, Yeah, that's some good stuff. That's one of my favorite things of all time, actually, is nothing, honestly. Tell me how good does it feel to just like get a chunk and then spit it out. Like that's a special feeling. That's a really like a once in a week kind of feeling. Once in a couple days, you just spit out a really good chunk. And it's great. I have such a good time. I wish there was an endless supply of mucus inside of me that I could just like conjure up and just spit. Because those are the ones that go far too. If you spit it, you go poo and it goes flying. You don't even know where it goes. They said don't spit in the wind out the car window. You can actually bypass that. The airwaves, you spit so hard it just cuts straight through. My spit is like a speeding bullet. My throat is a gun. I'm God. And I can spit and it will go straight through your skull. It's dangerous. I gotta really watch out. I gotta keep an eye on that, buddy, because if I you might want to. That's dangerous. I could really hurt somebody with that, and I don't want to hurt somebody, but sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta spit a bullet of mucus straight through someone's eyes. Okay. So yeah, you ever wake up and it's spit? Oh, here's another note. I'll just read the note. All right. Girls post their friends on their stories like people follow the characters in their life like it's a show. Oh, here it's look who it is. Look who I found on a date. Kind of what's up, Jenny? Hey. I don't even know you. But you're like, look who I found. Look, I don't care. No one cares. Actually, people care just as much as who you're with, as what you're doing, as who you saw in concert, as well, unless it's Travis Scott, then people probably care if you, dude, how about that? Oh man. Imagine imagine dying to sicko mode. Like the last thing you hear before you croak is just I just flipped the switch. You know? That's fucked up. But I had to say it. Someone's got to say it. You know, what are you going to do? What, like, I can't let these people's deaths be for nothing. I can't let these people's deaths be for nothing. I got to explore it, okay? I got to explore how about when you get trampled by 13,000 people all at once and you can't even move your arms in the crowd. That's funny? That's not at all. It's not funny at all. That was the only angle I could find. It's just I just flipped the switch and then you're in the afterlife. Yeah, that's what they said. Flip the switch. The beat changed. The afterlife. You're in the afterlife now. I flipped the switch. That's fucked. Yeah. Travis Scott has got I bet that would suck to be him. I'll say that much. Because like he totally heard it. And he totally knew, but for whatever reason he didn't stop. So that makes you think he wasn't allowed to stop. And that makes you think, who the fuck coordinated this shit where every step of the way, security, paramedics, just failure after failure. Nobody, like, just all of the bad things happened. Not a single good thing happened besides Travis Scott performing. If you can consider that good. And there's a very thin margin for how good that can be. But I've seen him live, and there was somebody who needed water. They like fucking passed out or whatever, and they stopped the show and got him water. They got them out of there. Nobody died. But not this time. This time people were wildin'. This time people were storming VIP and fucking jumping on cars and dancing, and Travis Scott's doing the robot. Okay. Do the robot. That's cool. You're really out of ideas. You could have done the whip and nay nay. That would have been cooler than the robot. You're just standing up there like, yeah, people are dying. Someone died. Oh, good. Let me dance. Dancing on their graves. Travis Scott is dancing on people's graves, quite literally. Oh, Jesus. I want to change the subject. Oh yeah, girls post their friends on their story like we give a shit. Like we know who they are and we care. Which who? Not me. I don't care. Hey Jenny, what's up Melissa? Like how have you been? I don't know you and then you expect me to care? You expect me to care about these people I've never met? That's a high bar, bro. I only got so much love inside of me, okay? I gotta reserve it for people I actually care, or at least know, you know? That's why I don't understand why people care about celebrities. I'm like, you have a finite amount of love that you can share before the word love means nothing. And you are going to choose to love Kim Kardashian. Yeah. Okay. Why? Why? What did she do besides look like plastic to improve your life? Oh, she made that one product that you bought that made you look a little different or whatever. You watched a show that she was on and that the end? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, like I've never not once in my life have I ever looked up to a celebrity. I have no role model. I have no role models at all in this industry, in this world, in this climate, in this social climate. I have no role models. I'm the only person I trust with anything. That probably says a lot about me as a person. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's all I got for today. Thank you for listening. And I will be back next week with another short episode, but one nonetheless, because an hour a week is a lot to do when you are alone and lonely and solo and single and spiritually one with the universe. All right. Bye. 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 Bye.